If you haven't played Arch Ravels yet, here's the quick version. It's a crafting game where you and your friends compete, to knit up patterns filled with special requests, finished products. You're using a stash of yarn that you can all pull from. It's in the Yarn Bazaar. The expansion actually adds 2 new players, so you can play up to 6 players now. Each has their own crafting specialty, and whoever racks up the most points with completed projects when time runs out or the yarn runs out, then you win the whole game. It's very cozy themed. It's surprisingly sharp and fun. It's got that little bit of edge where you can definitely get competitive with it if you want, or play it casual, which my family absolutely loves. One of my favorite changes from the Magic Socks expansion is it changes some of the core mechanics. You actually get rid of all the single yarn cards. So that means you get more yarn, you can craft more things. It speeds up the entire game. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the Magic Socks expansion and what it does. And it does 2 things right. First, it bumps the player count up to 5 or 6 with 2 brand new characters. So this definitely works for a bigger game, for bigger game nights. Second, it adds the Magic Socks themselves. So here's how it works. During the restock phase, you can trade in any handmade item for a Gnomeade Magic Sock. And if you don't already have one, you keep whatever you draw, and it gets in a special ability with it. If you've already got a sock, you get a choice. You can keep that one, or you can ditch it for the old one, whatever you want to do, or hand it off to another player even. And it would force them to discard theirs. So a little bit of, a little bit of deception could possibly ruin a player's turn or game even. So that last part is where the game can get a little bit mean, right? Which, yeah, it was never really in the game before, other than, maybe stealing some yarn or a card that someone needed before, hoping that, you would hinder their progress a little bit. So the Magic Socks also open up a public special request board, so there are more ways to score outside of your own personal patterns. It changes how aggressively you can plan your turns, basically. So now you're going to have to watch what everyone else needs to, which, if you were good at this game, you kind of were doing that a little bit anyways. The expansion also ships with the first theme pack, which is the Enchanted Theme Pack. This is where the fantasy stuff comes in. You're crafting things like a mystical hat, Snuggy owlbear, gauntlets, cloak, I think. There's several new patterns that you swap in for the base set. And then that's really the big shift of the whole game. The theme packs are built to mix and match. You can run a single theme and completely reskin the experience, or you can combine a few at once and share items with patterns and interchange them in packs, however you want to do it, really. There are even projects plus cards that will reward you for mixing these themes together. So the game is nudging you to kind of combine them instead of picking just one. So where does that leave Arch Ravels now? Well, what started as a tight 4-player crafting game is now more of a modular system. Bigger player counts, magic items, and it kind of creates some tension between the turns even, which I like. It's a growing library theme that you can shuffle in depending on the night, if you want to be casual or if you want to be more strategic. If you like the base game, Magic Socks is an expansion that makes it feel like a whole new box game. And it all actually fits still in the box. Some of the expansions, obviously, you want to keep in the expansion box like we have here, but the Magic Socks expansion itself, you can actually open, take out, and put into your Arch Ravels box itself, which I love. Less shelf space when you get everything in one main box. So really enjoy this game. Me and my family love the expansions. We're going to open some more and get to it and check them out in more details. But so far, we're really enjoying the Magic Socks and the theme packed expansions. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and have yourself a great day.